Y'all, this case is getting crazier and crazier by the minute. So it is being said that Mia, the one that the witness that has testified in the P. Diddy case, that wished to have her identity protected because she doesn't want everybody to know who she was because of all the details that she was releasing. Now, the people inside the courtroom and the overflow room, and of course the jury and the judge and the attorneys, they all know who Mia is. But they were all supposed to not disclose who she was. Now, from my understanding, there is no cell phones or recordings or anything allowed inside the courtroom. However, because of the detailed accounts that she gave, they're saying that people were able to put two and two together based off of her testimony, and now it's being all over the internet as to who she really is. And so her protection, her identity has been revealed. And they're trying to, at this point, authenticate whether or not they have the real Mia identity or not. And so they are trying to figure it out to see if it was actually leaked out. Now, here's the thing. Anybody involved in the case, if they leak that information out, they're in trouble, okay? Because they weren't supposed to disclose that information, because she was supposed to have a level of protection because she's an SA victim. And far as the people concerned inside the trial, they were supposed to keep that under wraps. But if you're listening to the testimony based off of what she's saying and how she was a close personal assistant, you know, even myself, we could speculate on who she possibly is, because I had my opinion on her identity originally, but that got cast out once I actually heard her testimony yesterday, and that testimony was something kind of serious. I mean, P. Diddy essayed her. She was talking about when he was beating Cassie, and how Cassie ran in fear for her life, and how they barricaded the room that they were in, and then they ran out of the building and jumped inside the ocean, y'all, trying to escape from this man, because both of them thought that they were going to be deleted from this planet. They was in fear for their life because of what was going on with P. Diddy and what he was trying to do to them. And she disclosed a lot of different stuff where people was there present and knew about everything that he was doing, not just to Cassie, but to her as well. And at one point, she was like, his assistant. They had deals together and all this other stuff, until one day he took it a step further and essayed her, and then did it multiple times throughout her career. And they asked her, well, why didn't you report it? Why didn't you say anything? And she was like, I couldn't even say anything. Even when it came down to a sandwich, I would be in trouble, and he would do these things to me. So this man, is him, his employees, and all involved, is something kind of crazy. And the fact that someone has released this woman's information, like I said in my previous video, you could have all the speculations in the world that you want to, but to actually put her information out there, and you know for a fact that she was supposed to be protected because she is a victim, and she wanted to keep her identity being anonymous, and someone purposely put this woman information out there to the public. Sad individual. And I swear, if they could press charges against you, they should press charges against you. Now, according to the law, if they're not involved with the case and they release this information out, they can't be held accountable legally. But if it's anybody involved in the case and they found out that they did, yes, they can be held accountable legally for what they did by disclosing this woman's information. People have her ID, people have her name, and I'm not going to say it until it's verified and then it's released out there. But the fact that someone did dox this woman's information when she was supposed to be protected is sad, and it just shows the state of the world that we are in. This case is crazy by all means. And this is probably why people don't want to come forth, because they're scared of what's going to happen. Even someone brought up a question in one of the lives and channels that I was watching. One of the questions was asked, well, if they could do this to a witness that was supposed to be protected, what about the jurors after they're done and their identities are disclosed as jurors? How are they going to be protected? Clearly, they feel like this man has so much power when it comes to him, and he can do things that a typical man, just because he has money, should not be able to do. So the breaking news right now is Mia's information has been leaked on the internet, and everybody knows who she is. So she's no longer it's no longer a mystery about who she is. As always, be your brothers and sisters keeper. I will keep you informed. As I learn information, I will be getting it out to you. Be your brothers and sisters keeper, y'all. Keep God first. And toodles.